For those who had kids, you might remember when they were babies and you're trying to teach them a new routine, like sleeping. I still remember with the 3 kids how hard it was. So you work hard for a few days, sometime a week, sometime 2 weeks. Finally, they get into the new routine and then they get sick and everything goes out of the window and you have to retrain them again. Well, I find exactly the same thing with adults, with some of our personal routine. Bonjour, this is Cyril from Work Smarter, Live Better. In this video, I want to discuss with you key energy habits and how to maintain them even when things completely change. I'm at the moment in Vanuatu. For those who don't know, Vanuatu is part of the Pacific Islands. Beautiful country, 80 island. I went spearfishing, so you see behind me, the sea and this beautiful place. I went spearfishing with a friend of mine, Nathan, who is my spearer friend in Sydney. Now, I'm not going to talk about fishing. For those who know fishermen, I could do the whole video. I could do an hour just talking about the fish we took, the fish we missed, and so on. So it's not going to be a video about fishing. But what I found is I have at Sydney a few habits and very important for my energy, my health. But as soon as you go on leave, it seems to all go out of the window. Well, when you're on leave, and don't get me wrong, I love going on leave and break like this. But my personal habits are really much harder to maintain. Time is different, your jet lag, your location is different, habits are quite linked to location, and even your everything that you do, all your other things, all your rhythm is completely changed and very hard to maintain your habits. And so I found that a few things are quite important for me to keep still, and those little habits that are so important. The first thing is, identify your keystone habits. Don't have too many habits. For me, there is 5 things that I identified, which are my keystone. I call that energy habits. So my keystone energy habits are read. Every day I want to read probably even 10, 15 pages of something to learn. Exercise. I want to make sure I do about 45 minutes of exercise every day. Sugar. I want to avoid sugar. 88 is I don't want to check my phone and all the rubbish on my phone before 8 o'clock in the morning and after 8 o'clock at night. And sleep, I want to be in bed around 9:30. They're my 5 keystone habits. So the first thing is, don't have too many habits. For me, I've identified 5. What are your keystone habits? The thing really important for your energy. Number 2, when I go on leave, I really try to think, how can I adapt before I'm on leave? And so, for example, read. I've chosen a book to read, that I'm going to really enjoy and learn from it when I'm on leave. I've really thought about exercise and when is a good time to do the exercise and what kind of exercise. I plan it a little bit before in my head. And the third one is measure. I love this quote: "What get measured, get managed." And so when I go to bed every evening, I write down, even on a small piece of paper. When I'm in a hotel, I grab the little notepad in the hotel or notebook in the hotel. With me, I've always have a little notebook. I just record, and the only thing I do is tick for I've done it and bar for I haven't done it. And so I would say, hey, we are the 1st of August, and I would say if I read. And it's a tick or a bar. I write exercise, a tick or a bar. That's all what I do. But that keeps me focused on a few keystone habits that I want to keep up even when I travel. And so the benefit of that is I keep my energy really high. Important when you go spearfishing. We had such a good time. That's another video. But I keep my energy high every day, and not go to bed too late, not overeat and so on. Exercise. And the other thing is, when I come back, it's actually quite easy to go back into the Sydney routine with those kind of habits. So my question for you is, what are your keystone habits? What are the 3, 4, 5 things that are really important for your energy every day, and how do you make sure you keep on track and keep doing them even when you're on leave? This is His Week Work Smarter, Live Better video. We are going there in a moment with Nathan. And even if we don't get a fish, if we get a fish, we always eat it. Even if we don't get a fish, just diving in those coral and color fish and so on is just such a pleasure. I hope you have a lovely day. À bientôt.